YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video, man. And you know, like I said, we're getting back to this car audio stuff. I actually have my wife and my son in the room right now, man. They're knocked out and chilling because they're still sick. But you know, we just got some meds ordered to the pharmacy, so hopefully that'll help them to get up and going. I really hate to see them both down like that. But on another note, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But do me a favor and actually pause the video, hit that subscribe button. And when you hit that subscribe button, onto the side of it is going to be that bell. On that bell, man, hit it to all. So the reason for that bell is so you guys can get notified every time I drop a video. I'm not saying that all my videos are the best in the world, but man, sometimes we do drop some pretty awesome videos for you guys, so you guys can stay updated with the builds, some car audio footage, car footage, you know, etc., man. You know, this is a car channel. Mainly car audio, man, but we try to do some, you know, car footage. But if you want car footage, man, don't forget to do me a big favor and actually go subscribe to just the car footage YouTube page, which is Mousetrap TV. I will leave the link in the description of the video or in the first comment, because usually the first comments I've been doing the previous video on there, but I think I'll actually put the link on it on the first comment this time. You know, so if you guys can do me, look, we're at 21 subscribers. Yeah, man, let's get that going, man. You know, help your boy out. Let's get that YouTube channel pumping. And this one just basically just, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys seen that in one of the videos, Tahoe with some loud music in it. So, you know, we're gonna be doing a lot more of the regular car content on that one. You know what I'm saying? So we can just focus on this channel, nothing but car audio. Back to our box that we were building. So we actually have our main numbers that we crunch for the box, and I'm actually crunching some quick numbers because we are going to do the actual cut list, because we are going to go to Home Depot sometime this week and we are going to go get birch, because if you guys watched our MDF versus birch video, you guys seen that we are going to do birch over MDF. But I think I am going to do MDF for my door panels and like rings like that. But for the box, we are going to do the birch. And the reason why we're going to do the birch is because, man, I jumped on that birch, like, you know, here and there. And I'm, you know, a pretty heavy set dude. I think I weigh like 180, 190 maybe. And we jumped on it and the birch did not give out. You know what I'm saying? The birch did not give out. The paint cans ate it more than, you know, the wood even trying to crack. I thought the wood was cracking, but honestly the wood did not crack. Well, the sounds we were hearing was the paint cans just like slowly, you know, crunching, man. You know, so shout out to the birch, even though it's a piece of wood, man. But you know, you guys are strong, so we're gonna use that for the box that we're gonna build. And like I said, we're not gonna do double baffle, because it's just 412s, you know, maybe on 4,000 watts. So it's not too much, you know, aggressive power that we're going to be doing on it. And we're not doing it to like meter or anything. You know, it's just a regular street jammer. But we are going to build some really, you know, strong braces in it. So that box is like really secure. And we're going to make it look pretty cool. And I actually had a guy in the comments. He had asked, why don't I invert the subs so we can keep the motors, the subs a little bit more cooler. And you know, we may explore that option, man, so shout out to you for dropping that comment. We may explore that option. I don't know yet till we start building the box, but that actually seems like a pretty good idea, you know. But I wanted to do plexiglass on the rear part of the box, that, you know, you're looking from the tailgate into the cab. Plexiglass, so you can see the back of the magnets, because I'm going to light them up and I'm going to build some real beautiful braces in it, so it looks really badass. But it could be an option. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens while we're building the box, and, you know, see where it takes us. But it is an option that we can explore, and we will explore, man. So shout out again to you, man. Big time shout out to all the subscribers, man, you know, because you guys are awesome. Man, you know, I wouldn't have got the motivation to do the system in this truck if it wasn't for you guys, because I know, you know, from all the analytics and everything, man, you guys really love the box building videos and the door panels videos. And so, you know, why not stop there, man? We got to keep on going, you know, give you guys what you want, man. And, you know, building these boxes and these door panels are what. And another reason why I wanted to do my Silverado truck in it, do the system in it, is because I want to show you guys how radical I can get, you know, being creative and building stuff, you know, give you guys that type of content, you know, to show you how much we can push these limits on doing these builds, still getting them loud, but still looking, you know, pretty saucy at the same time. And, you know, that's the type of content that I want to, you know, drop to you guys. You know, I want to push it to the max on every single build. You know, obviously since it's my, you know, build, you know, we can actually really, you know, really push the limits on it. And so we really don't have a cap on anything, you know, pretty much anything goes on my build. You know, yes, you know, we would like to put like the bigger sundown subs, this and that, but, you know, it's not a type of build that we're going to be trying to, you know, hit high numbers in competition with, or we're trying to, you know, post up next to the guy with the most mids and highs in his truck to see who's louder. Man, we just want a truck that, man, we can pull up, give us an oohs and ahs, you know, feel great about, and jam it, you know, without a worry in the world. And if stuff blows, man, you know, we can just replace it, put it back, and go out and do it all over again, man. You know, that's the purpose of this truck. You know, and we're going to put, like, plexiglass and YouTube logos all over it, my TikTok logos all over it, you know, to let, you know, everybody know, man, this is the truck. And, you know, we got so we'll just basically say June, July, August, September, October, November. We got 6 months to build this truck, and 6 months to try to do some new stuff in the Trailblazer SS, and, you know, we're gonna get it all done. So definitely subscribe and hit that notification to all, man. That will help really big time on us achieving these goals to get these trucks done for November, man, so we can put on a show and represent for the Mousetrack gang and jam. So now what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna prepare ourselves, get some wood cut, go pick up some wood, get some wood cut, and then bring it back to the house and get it cut once we get here at the house on our table saw, and make sure every piece of wood is cut to its measurement, so we can have a pretty smooth box building moment, you know, so we can get this thing done and it looks good for everybody. Honestly, the truck's probably not going to be even playing until like the beginning of October, and that's when we're really going to start wiring everything up. And then after that, you know, it's going to be a process. So really right now we're going into the process. We're going to do the floor first for the bed, then we're going to build the box. Then once the box is built, we're going to cut the bed. Then we're going to mount the box down and start building everything inside the bed. Once that's done, we are going to line fiberglass, resin, Line-X, and everything, so all that stuff is done in the back. And then, you know, we're going to move into the cab. We're going to dynamite all the cab firewall where the blow-through is going to go through, so we don't hear no road noise. We're going to do all that, and then after that we're going to build the front door panels. And I think we are going to do a headliner panel with some mids and highs, and, you know, some, maybe put the stars in the ceiling and everything, and then, you know, we'll build the front panel of the seat and then where the amps are going to go. And then once after that, we'll actually build the console, but we'll do a few things along the way, you know, motor wise. In the motor, you know, I do want to put a cam on it. I want to drop the truck a little bit. I want to see how much the truck drops after we put the box in it. And you know, upgrade the brake systems and everything, and then do LED lights on it. So, you know, we got a long way to go, but we still got plenty of time, so we'll get it done. But let's go ahead and concentrate on this cut list real quick, just so you guys know. So basically, we're gonna need a top and bottom. We're gonna need a front and back, and then we're going to need sides, and then we're going to be the inner baffles. Okay, so right off the top and the bottom are going to pretty much be 56 by we'll say 23 and a quarter. We're gonna need 2 of them. Okay, front and back. Front and back, I really like to put, we'll say for example the back piece of wood, I really like to put it between the side ones so it like gets held in pretty good, because if I just staple on the back of it, on the back of the sides pieces, it gives it more room for it to like blow apart. So sitting them between the sides and putting on nice braids, it really like holds her in place. So definitely that's important. So that one we're gonna need 54 by 5 because we need to take off 1.5 inches, because since we're doing 3/4, so it'll fit between the side baffles. So it's gonna be 54 by, the height is gonna be 15.5, because once again the height, overall external height of the box is 17, and once you subtract 1.5 because the thickness of the 3/4 on the top and bottom, it equals that number, 15.5. So we're going to need front and back, 2 of them, 15.5. We're going to write 2. The sides, we're going to need 15.5 because, obviously is 17 overall, and we have to subtract 1.5 because of the 3/4 thick of the wood top and bottom. And then, we're going to do, since it's going to go, the back baffle is going to go between them, this one needs to be longer. So this one's actually going to be 23.5. 23.25, I mean. Because baffles are going to be 23.25 because, like I said again, the front and back pieces of wood are going to go between the sides, and this one, the side pieces, we need them to sit all the way through. Okay, now for our inner baffles, we are actually going to just go ahead, and the measurements of those guys are going to be, we are going to do the inner. Okay, so the inner baffles, I'm just going to get another, pretty much is going to be like the same sizes of the sides, but we are going to chop them down once we put them inside, once we start assembling the box. But just so we can just have them ready to rock and roll, they're going to be 15.5 by, so the inner baffles are going to be 15.5 by 23.25. But the baffle, the length of it is actually going to get shrunken down some, because after we figured out our depth for our airspace, that baffle is going to get shrunken down. So it's almost going to get shrunken down. We'll see, 23.25 subtract. So that baffle is almost going to be like 16 inches almost, give or take. Once we really start building the box, we'll know exactly how much it is, and we'll know what to cut. But we just really need solid pieces right now, so we can just come back after we get our wood and cut everything down precisely on our table. Our back baffle, we're gonna go ahead and make it 15.5 high by, we'll just say 41, because once we start doing the math and measuring and cutting down wood, it'll all change. It'll be all precise and dead on, because right here we have 40.5, which is 40.5, but I'm not going to get that piece of wood cut there at Home Depot is really much what I'm trying to get at, because they will probably not cut it precise. I always tend to do a little bit, an inch bigger, so I can just come back here at the house and cut everything on the table saw, because once we start building, if we go off of the cutting from Home Depot, it can be off a little bit, and then that's when we start coming up with problems. So I tend to, this is just like a reminder to myself that these are estimates, because we will come back and cut them here, because they will not cut them to exact size at Home Depot. But even with these, I already know to give it, like, so if I tell them I need 58 by 25, I'll tell them to cut me 2 of them, and then we'll come home and cut it precisely what we need, so we don't get no confusion and we don't waste no wood. and you know, all the pieces get cut to measurement. Once we start cutting the sheets of wood, I'll end up just probably buying like 4 sheets of wood, and then whatever's left over, I'll get them cut. You know, maybe just like have them slice it down, and then, you know, out of our extra wood, I just come back and I use that for bracing and port and, you know, all that stuff. So I know that I have enough wood for everything what we need. And, you know, and the extra wood that's left off of that, I'll use that for like mounting brackets when we start doing the side panels. You know, we can use it for all kinds of stuff, you know, even for our door panels. So I pretty much try to like salvage a lot of the wood as possible. And plus, if we use stuff to mount off of that, you know, it's 3/4 inch thick, so it's gonna be, you know, real durable for us to use, you know, when it's time to use it. So we pretty much have our cut list that we need to take into Home Depot and get wood cut, you know. So that's already ready, knocked out, ready to rock and roll. And like I said, tomorrow's video, I'm actually gonna do a video on all the tools that we need to make sure we have, because once we start building, you know, I really don't like running to the store because, oh man, I need a set of screws, oh I need this type of bit. I'm gonna really go through my tools, and I'm gonna show you guys all the tools that I use and that, you know, I could use, or if you guys can drop comments and let me know what tools, you know, you guys suggest I should use for the builds. Pretty much I think I have all the router bits. I definitely need new jigsaw blades. I'm gonna buy a whole like gallon of glue because we're not gonna be, you know, greedy with the glue. We're gonna go ahead and pile that stuff. Staples, I got plenty of staples. We are gonna need a good amount of black paint. But you know, like I said, that's just gonna come along with our shopping list, and you guys are gonna come along shopping with us, and we're gonna get all this stuff that we need. So when, you know, once we got it going, you know, we're going. That's pretty much it for today's video, man. Drop some comments, man. Let me know what's good. Subscribe to the channel, man, and turn the notifications to on so you can stay up to date with